What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the Apache Halloween YouTube channel, and in today's video I have something a little different for you, but it should be exciting, so stay tuned. Now anyone who follows Spirit Halloween would know that they do ISCs every year, in-store experiences, and that has been going for a while now, and one that really stuck out to me was the Cirque Du Spirit from 2010. Now it was about a small center piece that had like four different little booths that had animatronics in them, and the first one that you would walk into would be Uncle Charlie and Bite-Sized Clown. Now I really liked that scene, and I thought it was really cool and nostalgic to me, even though I wasn't even into Spirit Halloween during that time. I just really thought it was awesome. So I've been on the search for a while now. It all started with Uncle Charlie over here. I found him off of Mercari and thought he was awesome, sweet. And then on OfferUp around January of last year, I found this barrel and then these smaller crates down here that say Cirque Du Spirit on them. And I was like, cool, I got the barrel and Uncle Charlie. Now all I need to find is the Bite-Sized Clown. That would complete this whole theme. And that's what I looked for the next couple of months. And I was struggling to find it. I really wanted to find it before Halloween. And I did, thankfully. But before I found those, or before I found the Bite-Sized Clown, I was able to find a Stabbo, which doesn't necessarily fit the theme for that year. But if you look on old pictures online and stuff, he is often with these guys, as they're all kind of from the same era of like vintage Spirit Halloween stuff. So like I added him in this little display too, have him sitting on the barrel. I think he's awesome. And then the last thing that I found was the banner clown from the same era too. This guy would usually be hanging from the ceiling right before you entered in the Cirque Du Spirit. And he's just SVI, and he is just a half body. This is just clothing. There's nothing down here, no weight or anything. And he is holding a sign that says Carnival of Horrors, and it's all plastic, all blow mold, or I'm not sure if it's blow mold, but it's all plastic. And really cool, really creepy. It's like a skeleton slash clown. But then literally like 2 weeks before Halloween, I'm looking on OfferUp, and I find this guy, and he immediately catches my eye. It's a Bite-Sized Clown. And I was like, sweet, awesome. So I purchased him, and he showed up at my door, and I was very excited. I actually got this guy and the Banner Clown at the exact same time. Fortunately, I don't have a box for the Banner Clown, but I did have the box for the Bite Size, which is awesome. So I guess I should just unbox him right here, because it's not really much you got to put together. There's really nothing you have to put together. You just open up his box and pull him out. Here he is. And there he is, right on the barrel. Now I did have to do some work with this guy before I was able to actually get him to function. His head was totally off of his neck. I have a whole video on that if you want to watch it, but he is now in basically perfect working order. The latex is still a little hard in some places, but he'll be okay for a couple of years at least. But I thought this is awesome, because this is totally a scene that is recreated from the Cirque Du Spirit back in 2010 Spirit Halloween. And to be able to be seeing all of these things all together in one setting, I think is amazing. And then the other nice thing is that the boxes are all here as well. I still got the Bite-Sized box, and I have an Uncle Charlie box. So here you are seeing all this cool stuff in 2022, stuff that once was hitting spirit stores over 12 years ago now is all almost quote unquote reunited now none of these actually sat together in the stores. Are all probably from the separate parts of the country. But it's still really cool to see a recreation of this after all those years. So I have to really stand far back to get this all in frame, and I'm barely doing so because there's just so much space. You can see my lights in the frame here. Not good video skills. But here's everything, as you can see. I guess this is going to be somewhat a review of everything, but it's all pretty simplistic, so it shouldn't take that long. The first thing I want to look at are the boxes. So here's the bite-sized clowns box, and I had to do some work to it initially. I had to retape it, and there was duct tape all over the box, so I had to take the heat gun and try to pry it off ever so gently without wrecking it. Top is still pretty good. And then Uncle Charlie's box is a little more torn. Looks like there was some like electrical tape on here at one point, and that's why it looks like that. But it's okay. You could still see most of it in the picture. Still see that's Uncle Charlie. And the other box sides are, that side's pretty good. And like the whole reason why I'm taking this video is just because it's really like history. This is stuff that isn't usually documented on YouTube. Like it's kind of hard to find some of these things, especially together like this. I don't think I've ever seen a video on the clown, the banner clown before. I've seen ones on these two guys, but nothing like this. And I'm not trying to brag or anything, but I think this is really cool to see it all together, just like it was all those years ago. But moving on, I guess we could look at the display pieces. But here is the barrel. It's a little boxy and bulky, but that's okay. It really looks cool, and you can see it has the Reaper on it, and then the Cirque Du Spirit font. Very nostalgic, very cool looking. But the barrel there's like three main parts. You got the center and the top and bottom, and it's kind of annoying to put it together, but it looks pretty cool. And it's a pretty big barrel. It takes up a lot of space. And then on top, of course, is bite size. Here he is. You can see he's got some latex problems. Some cracking. Nothing major, though. And here's Stabbo. You've probably seen him in the background of many of my other videos, but I've never really given him any attention. But there he is. He's static, but he's pretty cool, pretty freaky looking. I love the clothing on him. Just fits with these guys really well. And then, you know, the awesome Uncle Charlie. Iconic. So iconic they remade him. This is the original. Still have his lollipop and stuff. And I got his bucket. The bucket is the only thing that's probably in worse for wear condition. There's like some blue stuff on it. Like, I don't know if they painted over the bucket, but under the bucket is like a blue color. You can just see under the candy word. See the blue. And then you can see here that Bite Size is holding a rat. He basically ate the head off the rat, I think is the story here. It's just super cool. They're all together like that. And then this guy up here, the banner clown. Hanging banner clown. So when I got him, he needed some repair work too. His battery holder in the back of his head was like laying in the head, so I had to was really struggling to get that to pull out and hot glue it back to where it was supposed to be. But I was able to do it. Now he works. He just lights up in his eyes. And his banner that he's holding is actually really good, in my opinion. Still pretty crisp on the edges and stuff. Very legible too. I did have to, or my father did. They had to sew some holes in the back here to get it to hang properly when we were hanging it for Halloween. if you saw it in the videos, to prevent it from like rotating. Took some fish line and mounted it through here. So there's just two little holes, nothing major. Still looks great, and now he hangs better. And then there's his battery compartment. So there's a quick review on everything that there was to look over. Now we're going to go into the part of the video that everyone's probably looking forward to, and that is the demoing of all these guys. Now, Bite Size and the Banner Clown run off of batteries. Uncle Charlie does too, but he gets plugged in as well. So I'll get right back to you when that's all ready to go. So there they all are, all ready to go. If I walk past this light, he should go off. Very quiet. And there is the Banner Clown. So there it all is, the 2010 Cirque Du Spirit front theme portion. Again, it's very cool to see all these things all together all at once in the same place. It's a piece of Spirit Halloween's history that is, I think, one of the more iconic parts of it. And it's just so cool to see it all together. So thank you all so much for watching. It's been greatly appreciated. Please consider subscribing and liking the video. And there's no more countdown clock because, well, Halloween's over. And that clock won't be lit again until sometime in July of next year. So we're heading into the off season now. So might not be as many videos, but I do still have some more videos planned for making. So just be on the lookout. So once again, thank you all so much, and I'll see you all in the next video.